What up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Girls Advice. I'm claiming it. I want to get more subscribers. I just don't know how to. Where I smoke out. And I give you some updates. Zeke finally signed. 6 years, 90 million, 50 million in guaranteed money. Jared Goff signed. I think the guarantee is over 100 million. I'm not too sure about the year and stuff like that, but whatever. I think it's 100 million guaranteed or something like that. Oh, mailman is early. Mailman is early. I want to kind of give out a waiver wire stash week. It's the first draft. A week one waiver wire is really not completed yet. I got the Bills. Let me switch legs. Oh Lord, man, have mercy. Okay. Yep, still old school. Still notepad. Devin Singletary. Of course, the Bills got Gore. Gore, I don't think will be used a lot. I think. And Devin Singletary is 31% owned in leagues. Talk about the Bills. Let's see. John Brown, but I don't have too much info on him. Ravens, Justin Hill. Everybody's been talking about him. I heard a lot this morning. I'd take Justin Hill maybe over Gore. I don't know. Who would you take Justin Hill over? I got John Brown. Niners, Marquise Goodwin. 4.6% old. Still, bro. Just use him as in deeper leagues. Streamer. If there's really a good connection. And I got the majority of, I'll say this in the disclaimer. I got the majority of this information at Fantasy Football Headliners. Okay? It's the guy with the glasses. But the majority of his info came from him and the Headliners. Please add them on YouTube, Twitter, and whatever else social media. Let's give a shout out to other people that have helped me out. Hopefully to build this channel. I don't know. Bengal Fantasy Counselor, Chat Sports, Pro Football Focus, Pat Mayo Show, which I'm listening to in the background and I don't have the rights to. Fantasy Footballer, Fantasy Advice, Fantasy Football Profit, Fantasy Football Profits, Nick, the BDG page, Roller Baller, Roller World, Roller Expert, Fantasy Headliners, which I got most of the info from, Tank Fantasy Football, The Goat House, Andrew Kirchhoff, Draft King, which I'm listening to right now, Fantasy Smack Talk, Fantasy Alarm, Beer Fuel Fantasy Football, Jim Day. Let's see. I think I got some more. All done, old school. Notepad, baby. On the way to go. Nothing on that. Tim Andicus. Full-time Fantasy, Lawson and Gift, SG1 Sport, The End Zone Fantasy Football Show, and FF Dynasty. The Fantasy Football Pros also. think it might be the Fantasy Pros. I'm not too sure. Let me write that down. Oh! Add Gridiron Expert. Add Sports Mafia. Add my football. Sorry, high moment. Add my Facebook page. Fantasy Football Girl Advice, I think, and my Twitter. But back to these folks at hand. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, they early this morning they signed. Let's go with Raiders tight end Darren Waller, sleeper 2, 14.6 owned, 2 tight end, premium league. Not good at blocking, maybe pretty good receiving. He's a receiving tight end. How about Jets running back? Ty Montgomery, split work maybe. Pass the game. It says 6.2% owned, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm not going to touch on Melvin Gordon. Justin Jackson, 22.7% owned. Not going to touch on Houston because it makes my heart hurt. Miami wide receiver since they lost Kenny Steele. 7 games, 4 touchdowns. Fit slice route receivers. 22.1% owned. And I rarely touch on, teams I really don't like the Ravens, the Patriots. Anybody in the AFC can't stand none of those teams but my Colts. Can't stand the Steelers. But Ravens have a good tight end. Mark Andrew, 43.6% owned. But let me get, almost 8 minutes owned. Please share on your pages, you guys. Peace.